Hey, welcome back everyone. How we are doing today? In this video, I'll be showing us the thought process of my trade. Okay, first off, I'll be explaining the trade I have currently running. Okay, I have two trades that are currently running, and then I'll be walking you through the midweek. Okay, the trade I'm planning to trade. Okay, I'm planning to take in the net, maybe tomorrow or before the end of the week. First off, first thing you need to know about me is that I'm a swing trader. Okay, and I trade pure price action. Basically, just the structure, the support, the resistance, and the momentum. Okay, I'm a momentum trader. I trade trends, only trends, nothing but the trends. Okay, so if you're interested, please be so kind to do what, to follow the channel. I have a very small number of followers or subscribers, so be so kind to subscribe to the channel. It will go a long way. You're supporting someone that is just trying to set something up for himself. I don't know how this is gonna go, but I feel why not just try it out. Okay, so secondly, which is gonna be the final part before I jump into the process and what I want to share with you today. I'll be starting a series on how to pass a challenge trading, following a swing trading plan. Okay, I've tried so many challenges, I failed so many, and I've won couple as well myself. All right, so I opened just a 5K account with Funding Pips, and I personally want to do what? I want to trade it just and upload each video of that account to YouTube just to see how this goes. Okay, I want to show you every process, every trade, one step after the other, and see if it's actually possible to win a prop challenge as a swing trader. I think that is very interesting. So if you're interested in that concept, okay, you might get yourself a 5K account with any prop firm. I don't care. Okay, I don't have any link to share with you. I just want to share my journal with you. I want to record my journal and I want to share with every single person. That's why. Okay, that's the main focus of this channel. So if you're interested, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Click on the notification button so you can get notified every single time I post a video. Okay, and without further ado, guys, let's get right into it. So first off, today I'm walking us through my trade setup, the one I currently have open, and I'm going to start with Euro GBP. As you can see, Euro GBP has been running for the past 2.5 weeks now. Okay, I opened, I think, on the 5th of July, basically around there. Okay, maybe 5th or 6th of July 2024, obviously. Okay, and it seems to be a very decent trade, but it is very, very slow. As a matter of fact, I'm forecasting, or I'm thinking that we might get a much deeper pullback, probably to retest this trend line before it continues to go down. And if that's the case, I might possibly readjust my trading stop because I don't want to get out of this trade. But at the same time, I'm getting a conflicted thought here because this is an obvious support level right there. Okay, if the market can get there and then we probably reverse back to the top, so I don't want to miss out on this already locked up 1%. Okay, because the total trade is actually 2.4, I think 2.4 to 2.5% kind of trade. Okay, and I'm looking forward to actually trade this all the way to the down. Okay, to 2022 mid low, or even maybe to get it all the way down to, okay, get it all the way down to 2022 low. Okay, if possible. All right, but my trading stop is already activated and I'm leaving the trade to run. This is the second week for this trade, and I'm watching to see how far it's gonna go. The second trade I currently have running is silver, and obviously silver seems to be a very positive trade so far. And I opened the trade on Friday, last week Friday, and it's been an amazing one, though it ranges for a minute there. I think on Monday, which is yesterday, it ranges, and today, first half of today was a range. I mean, the first 12 hours of today was a range. It was in a drawdown, obviously, and very, very close to my stop loss right there. And when the news came, okay, the retail sales data that came today, okay, it also dragged me into a little bit of a drawdown. I mean, a much deeper drawdown. But fortunately for me, the market is now currently up. So this trade was triggered in the two-way pattern, because first off, I was actually focused on gold trade before. I'm gonna share my thought process on gold trade and the reason why I didn't take the gold trade anyways. But let me briefly explain to you when I saw this pullback, okay, I wanted to actually buy silver in the first place, okay, before I took gold, but gold moved quite faster than silver. That is why I took my trade last week on gold and was quite positive. And then the deeper pullback that happened on Friday due to the PPI, US PPI data that came last week Friday, the trade called me close at a during my trading stop. Okay, the moment the trade moved in like 2% profit, I started using something around 50, 60 pips trading stop. And then the mistake I made was it was good. Sometimes it does a much deeper pullback, and then it got me closed out at a little bit around 2.5, 2.6% profit, which was quite interesting. And I was fortunate to get that. However, obviously the bullish move on gold is not over yet. And I picked a couple of trades on gold in my day trading plan, but uh, as a swing trader, it wasn't here. So I'm going to share the thought process there and the reason why I didn't take it. But moving forward on this, the reason why I took this particular trade is because it gives a much better risk to reward. This is around 2.6 or 2.7 trade. Okay, and this is the reason why that was the basic and the main reason why I took this trade. I didn't take gold because it was awkwardly close to the all-time high, and I knew that there might be some sort of psychological level or psychological traders that might be hell-bent in trying to sell it off from the all-time high. And I didn't want to get caught up in all of those drama. So that's why I was trying to avoid that up. That was naive of me. Anyways, obviously now I shouldn't have done that, but I didn't know, I didn't have all the answers then because I didn't know what's going to happen in the next 2 to 3 days. But obviously now it happens, and I will tell you the reason I was a bit scared. So the reason I'm taking this trade is quite obvious. You can see the bullish momentum is still there, and we had a little bit of consolidation here. Okay, and the market seems to be pushing to the upside now. But if this trade is going to prove itself to be a positive and a consistent trade, or let me say a much reliable trade, I would really love to see a break above this resistance. Okay, if I can get a break above this resistance, something like this, okay, then it will be a much better trade. All right, but right here is still in the range and it is still very much under pressure, under the selling pressure. I'm not gonna lie to you. You can see I have a notification right there. If I get that notified, I might get out of this trade. Believe me, I might get out of this trade because I have this trade running on the prop account I was telling you about. Okay, so I might get out of it, but I don't know if that actually get triggered. I might get out of it. But the fun part is maybe I will get in back maybe after the break of this resistance. Maybe. Okay, but as it goes in the series, I'm gonna update you on the process that eventually, or the action I finally take on this trade, okay, moving forward, because I know one thing is going to happen. Is it that the range continues or we get a break to the upside or maybe to the downside? Okay, I'm very sure, I'm very confident that something is going to happen in the next couple of days, and I will be here, you will be there to watch and follow at the same time. So those are the two trades I'm currently running. They are quite in profit right now. I'm not sure if I can bring my account up right now. Let me see if I can bring it up. Okay, it's right there. As you can see, this is the trade. They are running quite in profit, and this is funding pips. This is C trader, okay, funding pips, and it is running quite really well in profit. Basically, you can see the profits are quite small because I risk 0.5% on the trade, and that is the reason why it is very small right now. But don't worry, as we proceed, I will explain to you the reason why my position size is very small like that. Okay, there is a reason for that. So moving forward, the next trade here is gold, and like I said, the buy trade on gold is still very active. Okay, but I did not open it. I analyzed this, okay, but I didn't take it. Personally, this is a very terrible decision. Okay, it's not terrible though, it's just uh under my risk management scope and plan, it did not fit into it that I should take a trade at the top when it's awkwardly close to a very strong area of resistance at the top. It didn't fall under my scope at all. That's why I didn't pick the trade. But currently and obviously now, it seems like a missed trade. But this is not the first time I will miss out on a very good trade, and I am not gonna face myself over it, or I'm not gonna regret. But it's a very nice trade. We're gonna see how gold react at the top here, because we are witnessing an all-time high, a very new all-time high at the top right now. That is what we are witnessing right now. Okay, so this will be written in history. This will be written in history, and we're going to see how this all unravels moving forward. So the next trade is USD JPY. I actually took a buy on USD JPY, but it got me burnt. So I'm waiting for another entry. Okay, and the entry is going to be at the top here. If I can see a break above this intraday top, or a break below this support. Okay, I'm gonna target this area. If I get a break above, okay, I'm gonna take a buy. Maybe slow and steady. Maybe we're gonna get an any all-time high. All right, I don't know, but the trade plan on USD JPY is actually gonna be very, very basic and simple. A buy at the top here, or a sell at the bottom here. Okay, but there are some thought process that I'll be explaining in the series moving forward. The reason I will be taking the trade, I won't just take the trade because of the breakout and retest. No, I don't do that. I wait for a couple of things. I will change the time frame to a more smaller time frame, maybe 2 hours or 4 hours, to see if I can see a confluence. Maybe I can see a couple of candlesticks that will support my sell or buy claim before I take the trade. Okay, so that's that on USD JPY. The next trade is AUD and if you check my past video, I said that I noticed the reason why I didn't take this trade on AUD/CHF is because I noticed that there's going to be a shift in the whole bullish momentum, and as you can see, it seems to be happening right now. So first off, I might take a short trade if I can get a pullback to this rate. The already broken support level to the downside, okay, but it's going to be very small, so I'm not sure of that. Like I said, I like to take a trade that is around 2.5% upward. Okay, even though I might close out in 1% or even half percent, but I want to see a buffer or a clear road of 2%, 2.5%, 30% upward before I can take a trade. A 1.1% trade doesn't seem fit or interesting enough for me to trade. Okay, so that is my thought process on AUD/CHF. I would really love to see a pullback, or maybe I'm just gonna wait for the market to come all the way down here, form maybe a chart pattern, then I will look for a buy moving forward. Okay, so that will be my thoughts. That was gonna be my trade. This is my trade plan on AUD/CHF. All I have to do now is just to wait to see what happens in the next couple of days. And the next trade, or the next instrument is WTI, which is crude oil. Okay, and as you can see, crude oil also seems to be making a little bit of a sense right now. I could have actually taken a trade here. I explained it earlier, and I said there's an opportunity for short sell right here, but it seems like the short sell might be filling off slowly. Okay, the short sell might be filling off slowly, so I will look for a better sell-off trade. Okay, a short trade below here. Okay, all the way down to this area first, or maybe if I can get it all the way down to February low. All right, but right now it looks like we're going to get a short trade setup moving forward. Or that's gonna be if this support level is broken. Okay, if the support level is broken, then we might get the sell trade. But if it failed to be broken past couple of months now, maybe since 2024, since January 2024, WTI seems to be in a it's been ranging basically. Honestly, it's been ranging a lot, and when the market ranges, I don't like it. Okay, so that's why I actually didn't take this sell trade. Okay, because it ranges a lot and I don't like a range. Okay, I personally despise range, so I'm not gonna venture into it unless I get a decisive break below here, or maybe a range breakout and then continuation of this original bullish momentum. The meaning all this is just a very good pullback. All right, so that's my thought process on WTI. Right now I'm still waiting patiently to see what's gonna happen in the next couple of days. And then let me take you quickly to my Kiwi trades. First off, I have a trade plan on NZD/USD. And first, the reason why I've not actually jumped into this trade, especially the NZD/CHF, let me actually start with that. The reason why I've not jumped into this trade is because of the CPI, the quarterly CPI data that will be coming out this evening. In the next 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours, it will be released in few hours. And I don't want to get myself into that mess. That's why I haven't opened this trade. It is already going like against me, or it is leaving me by slow and steady. And I personally do not want to miss this trade. But because of the CPI, the quarterly CPI on Kiwi that is coming, I don't know how that's going to play out, but I know I've got to wait for it. I really, really have to wait for it. So that is the only thing I'm planning to, that's the only thing holding me down from entering this trade right now. Okay, and the same thing for Kiwi dollar. All right, I want to take a short trade. I'm going to take just one short in the whole of the Kiwi that I want to trade: NZD card, NZD USD, and then Kiwi CHF. This NZD card, it's also a very nice bearish momentum setup that I've been watching for a very long time. I want to sell it all the way down to this area, okay, all the way down to 2024 low, and then probably look for reaction at the bottom here to see if I can get it all the way down, all the way back up, or maybe we're going to just keep selling it all the way down to 2023 low. But the CPI data that's coming today is keeping me on the side. All right, and I don't know, the CPI can come and it's gonna be very terrible for, it's gonna be very negative, okay, and then I will just see the market by the morning, by the time I wake up in the morning, it will just be on the ground, and that will be very painful. But at the same time, if I join the trade right now and the data came and it favored Kiwi, and then I see my stop loss getting taken out and the market decided to go up, I would not like that. All right, I would not like that for myself, and that is the reason why I'm personally bent on waiting for the proper setup. Okay, the proper setup. So the next trade is gonna be on euro dollar. Let's check euro dollar. Okay, so today, due to the conversation that Power had with at the, I think at the economic club yesterday. Yes, economic club. I think economic fan club or something. So he spoke highly of the economy in the United States, and I think it's glaring that inflation is slowing down, okay, and then interest rates still remain unchanged. I mean, if when things like this happen, there's no point in actually hiking interest rate or even cutting it, because when you left it unchanged, you left it the way it is, and the economy seems to be taking care of itself. So there's no point in changing anything. If it's not broken, why change it? I think that's what Powell was trying to say yesterday overall. So it was a very positive data for, it was a very positive outlook from Powell's side. And I think the market also took it positively. That's why we saw this little drop in the price of euro dollar, I think yesterday and during the London session and part of the New York session today. And currently we can see that the market seems to be taking it all the way up again. I don't know what's going on, but it seems to be going up. So two things will happen here as far as euro dollar is concerned. If I see a break above here, I will take a buy for sure. Okay, I'm going to take a buy. I know the fall will still come, but for now, I want to take the buy. Okay, if I get that entry, I'm going to take it. Okay, I'm going to risk very little on that. I'm going to take it. But if it fails, okay, if this resistance level right here at the top, okay, if this particular resistance level actually held on strongly, and fortunately we get a break below the support, and I mean this particular key zone, excuse me, okay, because it was used as resistance, so the market might possibly fall, use as support, probably a rebound, or maybe the market will range a little bit, push up, I don't know. All right, if it did this, I might look for buy, obviously, but that is another thing entirely. Okay, but the other part is I want to see this particular structure actually get broken to the downside, retested and resisted, and then maybe candlestick pattern will take me all the way to the down. All right, I will take a short trade, and I'm going to target June low. All right, decent, fast, and precise. Okay, I've seen it happen so many times. And then to also support that, you can see that euro dollar seems to be reducing, okay, dramatically. You can see the range, even the range band seems to be reducing slowly. So I don't know, this short trade might actually play out faster than expected. So that's actually what I'm looking forward to right now. But like I said, if I get a break above here, I will take the buy for sure. I will take the buy. And then I think I have a plan on USD as well. Let's take a look at USD. Okay, so this is USD. I want to take a short trade on USD. For now, the market seems to be playing a game, a very delicate game at the top here. Okay, it seems to be playing a very delicate game right here, and I don't want to venture into it right now. I want to be patient, but the patience is almost over. Okay, and as the trade seems to be setting up nicely, and reason being, DXY seems to be disintegrating slow and steady. Okay, it seems to be weakening. All right, because of the PPI that came out on Friday, it weakened it so heavily, and I think we're going to see the effect on USD moving forward. And I would be so glad to see if I can get a candle that close, a daily candle that close below here, maybe just a fast pullback, might even be on 15-minute time frame. I'm going to take a short trade right there. I'm going to target the March low for sure. My stop loss is going to be quite tight at the top there, and I'm going to target maybe 3.5% win rate. Okay, risk to reward, excuse me. Okay, I don't know why that happened, but it does. Okay, so maybe 3.5% risk to reward will be the next place for me. I mean, might be the next, might be the outcome of that trade, basically. But I'm waiting for this. Okay, on the 8-hour band, I'll take it maybe all the way down to 4 or 2 hours to see if I can get an entry. But first, there must be a daily candle that closes below this structure. If I can get it, I'm gonna get into the trade. Simple, fast, and precise. That's as far as I can go with USD CHF. And lastly, I think I have a trade on which other one? Which other one? I'm not sure I have anything on pound dollar, but let's take a look at it. I don't have anything on pound dollar. It's extremely high. I don't want to get into all of this. It's weird. Unless I get this pullback. You can even say the chart looks quite annoying. Okay, it looks very busy. I have Fibonacci there. I have a couple of structures there. I have a couple of levels there that I'm waiting for the price to actually come down to. So right there, I'm not sure I'll get into that. It's too crazy. So let's see if I can get into USD card. I think USD card seems to be quite repulsive as well. I don't know what's going on with UCAD, but I'm also waiting. It is almost the same thing as USD but dollar Swiss seems to be more reactive to the price, much faster than USD card. And due to the fact that there was a card news or card data that came out today, the quarterly, the trim CPI also came out today. So I think I think the data was actually a fake one, all right, a fuzzy one. So it didn't really have that much impact on the price. So that seems to be everything on card. I'm not sure I'm gonna take this trade anyways, but it is best to also keep a close tab on it overall. And lastly, let's go to DXY. Let's use DXY to just wrap everything up. So finally, DXY, like I said, is still ravaging around there. Okay, this is the impact of PPI. Okay, I saw it move and I was quite watching it slowly. Okay, so first off, I want to see a break above this structure right here. I can see we have resistance here, we have another resistance here, and then we have just one support. Okay, it looks quite big. Let me see if I can make it bigger a little bit. Okay, excuse me for the light. I don't know what's quite happening to that light. It's just weird. All right, just permit me for that for now. Okay, now look at all of this. Okay, as you can see, we have a resistance here. The market got resisted here, came down, now it's resisting again. I guess we're gonna see probably another retest of this place. So we have first support, maybe we're gonna get another support, I don't know. Then let's see if we can get this. If we break above here and look like this, all right, we might get a more bullish or a stronger dollar. But if that failed to happen and this trend line failed to be broken, okay, I mean this particular trend line, if it failed to be broken, then and this is imminent. Okay, breaking this structure is imminent for sure. And if that structure is broken, guys, I can bet that dollar will for sure actually get to this level, maybe 101 or maybe even 100. Okay, maybe. Okay, but the only opportunity or the last draw or straw that the bullish or the buyers actually have as far as DXY is concerned right now is to break above this trend line and then just continue to go up. Don't break the structure. Okay, do not break it. If it happens to break it, there is 70% chance that it's gonna touch the ground. It's gonna touch the ground. Okay, it's not gonna drop like this, like just one straight line, but it's gonna be slow and steady, and it's gonna touch the ground. And I will be there to take that short trade. All right. So outside of that, I don't really think I have any other thing. But the series is gonna be starting soon, and I will keep updating you as it goes. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Okay, click on the notification button and just support the channel. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a nice day. Bye bye.